Hello and welcome back to today's video. We'll be looking at frames, that is columns, beams, and once again slabs. So we need to locate our columns first. Where do we have our columns? Okay, and this is a column. Already we have worked on the the starter bar. I've worked on the starter bar, and this is the ground floor column, ground floor, but we will be using this column type 2 for this video. So we'll start from ground floor, take off for this ground floor and the first floor to the ground floor and first floor. So let's get started. We'll be creating a template for that. Where is our training template? This is our training template. So now we need a new folder. Call it superstructure. Then okay, and under this superstructure we'll be having a subfolder which is frames. Then we click on OK. So under this frame, that is where we'll be having another subfolder. For columns, another subfolder again, column, now under this column we'll be having using this as sub item, concrete in column. Or if you can still remember, we created concrete in columns template. So just say no. What I will do is just to copy this, and come here, paste. See, and I'll just adjust it inside this column. So you see already concrete in column. So now we have concrete in column for rectangular or square columns. So just as we did for the column starter, for the concrete and column starter, that's how we'll do for the rest. Just follow basically the same thing, follow the same way to work on it, but let's just do for ground floor and the first floor. So number of columns, let's say for this column type 2 we have 15 numbers, thickness 0.23, and the width is also, let's say it is also 0.23. Then we take off. So concrete for the column starts from here and it ends somewhere around here. So we have 0.7 cubic meter for this. Let's go to Takeoff summary. Concrete reinforcement. So now for the stirrups, we have to just double tap and insert your information for the stirrups. Let's look for the stirrups. But I made a mistake. I needed to create another folder so that if you come to the estimating folder, we'll have it to be different. So Takeoff summary. Okay. This is not part of our work. Let me delete it. These two and these two. So here's reinforcement spacing 0.175. The bends 0.1 coming. Okay, bends, that is the hooks, 0.1. Concrete cover is 0.04. This is our concrete cover, and the dia is 10. And you click on OK. So we have 7 kg. For the ref member, actually have to come here. For Y16, from here like this. And is this 4Y16 also? Yes, 4Y16, so we can add it up. If it is to be 4Y20, you cannot add them up, but since it is still 4Y16, and if it is 3Y16, you cannot still add them up. It has to be that 4Y16, 4 of Y16. Then you stop. Now we just right click and go to the properties. Number of column 15, number of bars 4, and the dia is 16. Click on OK. So you have 793. Please, let's check something. I want to check something. Where is our quantity? Okay, so this one is fine. So for the concrete, we need to take the first floor also. Still the same thing. Can add this thing up. And our concrete stop here. Stop. sorry, let me try something. Let's see. Okay, 2.71, and I added this right from here to here. So now we have 5.44. So also you do the same thing for this, and for you to continue with this, let's say you want to continue like this, add this one up to this quantity, you have to make sure that this column type 3 is also 15 numbers. If it is not 15, then what you will do is to come to this side again to click and start measuring for new quantity and type in the number of columns so that you will not go and over measure. So the next thing that we'll be looking at is beams. For the beams, we'll have to create I've already dimensioned this. I've dimensioned this before. So for the beams, we can still just use this. Basically, you just do some little editing. You understand? So frame, sub item, beams, click on OK, then copy this, click here, paste, adjust. First of all, change name to beams as well. Then the only thing that we are going to change is the formwork to size of beams, size of the beams. Change the name, size and soffit. This one is size and soffit. Sorry. Advanced. Now just little editing from here. Linear total multiplied by width plus, you see, we are on this aspect now we are multiplying everything by 2, which I'm going to get rid of now. The only thing I'm multiplying by 2 is this quantity here. This quantity here. So can highlight, put in bracket, another bracket again, then you multiply by 2. Multiply by 2, only the thickness by 2, because it is we are using the square meter of sides to get square meter of the sides using this width, thickness multiplied by the size. For the bottom, we are using bottom width for the bottom. For the sides, we are using thickness, and we have 2 sides now, so I'm multiplying by 2. For the bottom, we have only one side, so that's it. And we click on OK. Okay, let's go like this. Want it to be this multiplied by this, or we should just, let me just create a new, so that this formula should not be, it's kind of confusing. I don't know if it will work like this, to be sure. Okay, let's see. okay. For the reinforcement, still the same. Reinforcement stirrups. Let's just add 2 beams so that we know when we come for our report. So 2 beams. And click on OK. This one you can just edit it. Just double click. Number of okay. Number of column for this reinforcement. For the beam, we don't need number of columns, right? We don't need it. Why is it coming up? We don't need this. So I'm deleting it. Yes. Deleting it. And I'm deleting this. So I just need the length, total length multiplied by number of bars multiplied by the bar width. That's all. And click on OK. Now we measure. Let's see. So we have 600 minus 150, that is 450. 450 for the thickness of the concrete. We are going to remove thickness of the slab so that we should not be over measuring, and the width is 0.23. so that is from where to where? From here to here is 600. This one here, this side here, and this side here is 350 according to this section. According to this section here. So let's get started. Let's start with the 400. (600 minus 150 is what? 450, right? That is okay. Width, beams. Let me see. So we did not do any editing here. We'll have to do that too. We'll have to do that because I need it to editing. Just remove the number of columns. Delete and remove from here. Then you say okay. I'll go back. So now 0.45 and the weight is 0.23. So now we'll say frames and click on OK. So it's from here to here. Click on stop. We have what? 0.7. And also we have the one of, sorry, let me adjust this one. You can just click on it to adjust, drag it here. To adjust here, actually ends here, and the other side too ends where? Ends here. Okay. So the next one is the one of 350. Zero 0.35 multiplied by 0.23. Okay. From where to where? From here to here, and also from where? Okay, then so that's it. Well, the thing is that if I should make this 0.23 and make this 0.45, you'll see the difference now. Okay, so you also 0.23, here should be 0.35. So you see this remaining side, let me even drag it down. It's supposed to be like this for measuring, so that you get the visual representation. Drag it down, press hold my left key, so that now we have better visual representation of what we are doing. So now I know that, okay, we have concrete of slab here. That is what we minused. That is what we minused. And also one thing, this is supposed to be the width where I have my thickness, and this is supposed to be thickness where I have the width. You can change that from here, but that will affect let's see if I can change it from here without affecting the formula. Thickness, okay, this is the width. Then we press on OK. Also do the same for this. See, this one did not change. So for it to even take effect here, we'll have to come back to this template side. I have to come back to this template side, starting with this You know, we copied the original thing from here. Originally we copied it from here, so we'll have to change it from here, that this is the thickness is the width. Yeah. Well, let's say come in, advance, okay, sorry. Let me check this beam. Yeah, the thickness is the width, right? That is what you say. So double click. So this is the width, and this one is the thickness. So you do it for this column 2, do it for this concrete and column starter 2 that is under substructure. Let me even change the name to concrete and column starter, so that we can be able to differentiate every, even though we have same formula in it. Column starter, concrete and column starter, just add starter, so I know that this one belongs to the substructure. So the next thing that we'll be looking at is the slab, suspended slab. This one, rename, want to rename. This is my suspended beams. Is suspended beams. Okay. Concrete and suspended beams. So I'll have my slab now, which will be using the area 2. Sorry, need a folder first. So under frame, so item, we say suspended slab, and under it we have concrete in suspended beams, in suspended slab, and advance. Our takeoff, this one, let me just remove this field type. Then click on this. So say our takeoff multiply by this where is my cubic meter? I click on OK. Okay, sorry. And under these concrete and suspended beams, we have what we call formwork. Formwork, two sides and the soffit of the beam of the slab. Sorry. Yeah, click on OK. So now double click. Sorry, I'm coming. So let's just separate this. So this will be two sides of slab. Okay, now copy and paste. And say this one to soffit of slab. Okay, so for the sides we only need quantity for the linear total. So quantity of the linear total. So I have to open this, click on this, click on the concrete in suspended slab, and look for the linear total. This is the linear total. Now we click on OK, and it is in meter. Now you click on OK. And for the soffits, go to advanced, click on the ellipse, click on that here, and we'll say area. Click on OK. Instead of area, okay, yeah, can leave it like that. Side note, let's specify this one is in square meter. Okay, and go to home. This is our slab. Let me not forget, there is something I've not added, which is the reinforcement. So we'll be using reinforcement here. Copy this reinforcement in beam, so because it has similar properties to that of slab that you will use. Paste it here. Just change the name to slab, then click on OK. Go to home. Now this is complete. We need to scale the page first. One 1000 at 1.89. So let's say here to here is 1.89. So click on that. Depth of slab is 0.15. Okay. Because of what I will do, I'll just assume that okay, depth of slab here is okay. The depth of slab here is 0.175. 0.175, 0.175, it is 0.175. Let's measure and okay, I'm assuming that okay, the slab also covers here, but it does not, but I will assume that it covers here too and here, but we have a void here. So what I will do, I'll just take it in a hole. In fact, before I even do this, let me look for the section. Okay, we do not have section. Do not have section, but it's fine. We just need you to get the concept of how this thing works. So click on this 0.15 175, right? Yes, let's say my slab is from here, my first point like this. See, getting the total area. And it stops here. Then I'll click on stop. But here we have staircase here, so manually we'll have to subtract something here. So right click on top of the highlight, just right click, then you say subtract from section box. That means I'm subtracting. I'll just click on my first point. I've clicked on my first point, then I'll drag. See, I've subtracted this area now. You see, just look at this. We have 30.4, right? Now since I've subtracted this section, then you click again at your end point. I have 29.5 now. Or also you can better use point mode. This is just for example. Say we have void here also. Say we have void here. So you can use subtract from section P to P, that is point to point. So I'll click on my first point, click on my second point, as I'll just be doing, click on my third point, and this is my last point. So I'm double clicking to release. So you can double click to release, and that's all. So we have now 26.9. So we have learned a new trick here. Let's go to Takeoff summary. We have this formwork to size of slab. This one is in linear meter. Formwork to surface of slab, which is in square meter. Let's go to our estimating. Check frames. This is the concrete. Whatever we are measured, we can just click on your keyboard, click and hold your left click and drag it down here like this and drop. Sorry, let's adjust and see, bring up. Can delete this one. It is 0, so delete it. As we have this one in linear meter and this one in square meter. Reinforcement in slab, which is in kg. So let's look for the reinforcement details. This is our reinforcement detail. Let's start with which one? This long one here. So you have to trace it. To trace it, see this bar, you trace it down here like this. You can see a line. This is the information of that bar. Just trace this circle. You can see this line is attached to this bar circled here. So follow the line down. That is 28 y12 b1. But the whether it be it bottom or top, it doesn't matter since we are following the reinforcement one by one. So what I only need, the only thing I need is 28 y12. So this y here is 28. Click on my reinforcement. Okay, need to scale the page first before I start anything. So scale 2.99. 2 is it 2000 3 zeros? Yes, 2.99 from here to here. So reinforcement is slab y12. Let the 28 that I put in brackets represent the number of bars. 28 y12, and I'll click on OK. So this is it from here to here. As I follow it, then you double click. Let's look for another 28. Do you have another 28 y12? Yes, I have plenty of 28 y12 self. So we'll take off 28 y12s, all of 28 y12 together. I have another 28 y12 here. Take it like this. This one also is 28 y12. Where is it? Okay, 28 y12. We have another one. Okay, I have another one here. And I have another one also like this. Why is it confusing me? 28 y12 top and bottom. So that means this one is 2 there. So I'll just follow it again. Let's assume this one is top and bottom. We have T1 and T2 here. So I'll just highlight it again. Then this one is also 28. Okay, 28. So just highlight again. And that's all. So the next thing is you have another 28. Since you do not have another 28, let's stop. So the next one we'll be looking at is 37 y20. 37 y20. Let me trace this 37 y20. Which is from where to where? This thing is kind of confusing. 37y20. This is it, right? Yeah, this is the 37y20. This bar here is the 37y20, so we get the 37y20. y20 37. You have to even add nr to be sure that okay, what we put in brackets, so that we will not forget, or anyone that we send our measurement to. 37 number of bars, number of bars 37, diameter y20. Click on OK. This is it. From here to here, like this. And we end it here. Double click. We can off the digitizer. So we have 8 number of y12 also. So I cannot add this because already this we have signified that it is the number of bars there is 28, and actually it is multiplying the length and 28 by the bar width. If I add this, which is 8 number, it will be adding the number of this 8 and multiplying it by 28 numbers, not the 8 numbers. So that is why you will have to just click on this, start afresh, 8 numbers of y12, say y8, sorry, 8 numbers, y8, in bracket 8 number, and we'll click on OK. So trace this 8 number, can't even find it here, don't know. So if I design this thing, well, it's just putting me to stress. This is my first time seeing something like this. Even since I'm not a structural engineer, this I'm just going to struggle with it. This was a drawing sent to me by a student, so let's look for another 28 that we can find, that another 8 that we can find actually. So 8y12, follow it like this. What does it mean? Does it mean that okay, we have 8 from here to here, or what? From here to here, from here to here. It can't be like that. Let me just delete this. I wish we had a proper slab details to work with. Let me look at this section here. Okay, so let's just assume something. Let's say this bar here This bar here is actually 9 white 12. I see this represent this 19 white 12. Let's assume that okay, we have not added, we forgot to add this one in particular, forgot to add it up, and it is what, 36 white 12. 36 white 12. Okay, just want to make a reasonable assumption now, but I'm unable to. Let's assume it is 37, not 36. You see, and here we have 37 number, we have 28, and let's say we not even specify the numbers, which we not know which one that will add up to. But now that you have specified, you can just click on this record, and this 37, this 36, let's assume it is 37. Just look for the 37 and say okay, and this is it. Also this one is 37 number. We'll add it up like this, and that's we have our final quantity with 37 number of y20. Just for example, I hope you get what I'm trying to pass on. So that's how you measure reinforcement in suspended slab. You can use this, what I have taught just now, to work on any type of slab that you have. And I guess that is it for today's video. See you in the next video, which will be looking at staircase, concrete staircase, and also formworks with the reinforcement.